precisely the time when artists go to work. There is no time for despair, no place for self-pity, no need for silence, no room for fear. We speak, we write, we do language. That is how civilizations heal.
Launch sequence has been activated. We're going to go ahead and start this up now. Let's just double check beverage, snack, internet, video, sound, everything good. We got a game or something to talk about. Yeah, we seem like it's going to be a good flight. Let's go ahead and prep the launch. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And ignition. We have ignition. And liftoff. Mama, I did it. I did it again. Look at that, it's just like streaming successfully with days consecutively. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Where you're at on the map doesn't matter because you're here, and I greatly appreciate that. Give or take what time zone or anything like that. So as we move around in space, we're gonna be playing Division 2, talking about Flash, Vince McMahon, going out of town. But right now we're in outer space. It's cold. Let's get in the cabin. Every time I say cabin, I'm thinking log cabin syrup, pancakes, waffle. You know, let's just get in here.
Hey. What's up again, guys? Yeah. The camera, I had to tweak it, I had to move it because I moved some stuff around. And one of the things I moved around was I moved the camera and the lighting system because I was going to add another monitor, right? And I had another monitor saved to add this weekend. Same weekend we're going out of town, but I had planned it because that's what I do. I'm a planner, overthinker. And I'm like, what I'll do is I will wait for this arm to get in here to put the monitor up, and the monitor would be stacked above my center monitor, my main monitor, my main game monitor. Like that's the one I stare at instead of looking at the camera. But the arm went up. It was a smooth arm from mount up, something like that, right? And it was a really good arm. I felt like it was gonna do the job it needed to, but the design needed to come out more than 50% of the desk to make the monitor be up, which I didn't think I had to look at in the advertising and stuff. I just, like YouTube Gaming shot at me out the other day. I just assumed, you know how that plays out. So messed with it last night, wasn't able to game or stream, and it's just not gonna work. So I'm going to go another route. I don't know if I'm going to link something where it links all the monitors and that one, or just something that just links those two, which I'm thinking that's where I'm gonna go because I really don't care to raise the other two. So I don't know, trying to figure that out. So that is what it is. Now, we talked yesterday about Flash and how Flash, the actor, don't know what his name, something Miller, E. Miller, was in stuff allegedly where there was a young lady who's not with her family like she used to, and outburst on social media and different things. Now I don't know what's going on. Something's going on. The transition of this young man's life, something's going on, because I remember seeing him before he was, you know, the name of Flash, and other roles that he picked up right before that one. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe this is how this person always is or was, needs help. I don't know. I just know DC, as they I think Discovery and Warner Brothers was merging together. I think Warner Brothers was even talking to do some stuff with AEW. And the only thing they're sure about right now in their superhero movies, I think you're getting another Joker, but it's a musical. So Joker 2, and it's supposed to be like a musical, which would be entertaining because you take the same Joker movie, right? And let's say you made it a musical, Chicago, Hamilton. Oh man, why can't I think of Hades Town? You do something like that, it would work because the story is there. Does the music connect? That's it. But DC didn't formally say it, but someone's coming out and saying Miller's done. That Flash is gone. They don't know what they're gonna do with the movie, but they know moving forward that person will not portray Flash as we know it. Hold on, getting a call. I don't know if I can get this in time. I got everything set up for the wireless controller. Oh, come on. I hate when I do that. What it is I was playing PlayStation 5 last night. I was playing Marvel Avengers, trying to level up Thor. Got sidetracked. Or got the buttons mixed up. And I thought I was not going to make this call. If it's your first time tuning in, let me pull up. Well, let me get you guys inside the action real quick. I like to do calls for help, you know, kind of guy I am. And when I got here, this individual is dead. That guy right there. Guy or girl. And whatever this one. I see you. All right. If you're not playing a medic with the, dang it, you won't live to tell the story. I'll tell that much. Ooh-ha, got you all in check. I see over there my left. Spin around 360, no scope. Because I didn't need to shoot him, someone already did. All right, dude. What help do you need? You waved? All right, well, if you're waved, then I'll show you the tranquil peace of the dad Panther. So, take a safety. Let's get in here together. Yeah, you can keep that. I'm not gonna. There's no need to autograph it. Just at me. Yeah. So you pick where you want to go, and I'll follow you for a bit. Yeah. Yeah, I'll sit right here. You just let me know. So let's go back to the cabin. So anyways, Miller's out and I have no plans, or they have no plans, at least publicly, of what they're going to do with their universe. I don't know, man. DC. I don't know. No, it's not good loot over there. What else? Drake dropped an album, surprise album. Honestly, Nevermind is what it's titled. Actually, I'm enjoying it. It really, all it is, it's a club album. If you like Drake's one dance, I can't think of one dance now to sing it. I can't think of it. But if you like passion fruit, if you like songs that sounded like it was club, it wasn't necessarily rap, hip hop, R&B, or pop. It just had it seemed like it was an extended track. It seemed like it was more music. It seemed like it was more, and when I mean more music, more instrumental in it, and repeating some of the same lyrics. You know, when you hear a song and it's like a club song, it's got something catchy. You're gonna hear it over and over again, and you don't care that the song is slightly longer than normally. Like J-Lo's "Waiting for Tonight," oh, when you will be hearing my songs like that. But anyways, this album is 100% like EDM, dance, extended play, and I like it for the fact that it fits the full theme. I was talking to friends yesterday, and the conversation was like, it's not as good as Drake's Certified Lover Boy or Scorpion. I'm like, well, those albums similar to Kanye and some other people. Chris Brown did it, where it's like 30 tracks, 25 tracks. Now I'm old school. His dad's old school. I grew up in a time where, like, I don't know, the albums had a concept. There was a story being told on the album. You know, maybe there was 10 tracks on it. I don't know, but I felt like you're just throwing spaghetti at the wall and you're hoping something sticks. All right, our agent is moving. We're gonna give him a few more moments before we move on to somebody else if he's not going to use the services. But I did like it. Oh, there goes RNG in the background playing. I'm hearing. Listen to him. Yeah, I can. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to just leave this guy. And the other thing is, I never know if they can hear me while I'm streaming. I just never test it, and I never, you know. There's nothing in there for me. I'm gonna break that down. Remember playing the underground so that you can get the interaction with the faction. Still got factions they really haven't explained. There you go. I got that open. You got to worry about going back and forth. Shopping cart. I didn't mean to knock it down. There you go. Yeah, so that came out and I liked it really. You know, it's the 5 tracks that immediately was like, okay. Civilians are in danger. I understand that, but he's scavenging, so there's that. Yeah, you just go, you go do whatever. I got the meter running, like Uber medic. You know, got the meter going. Not gonna charge you. And you go do whatever you need to do. You just know you got backup. Like going to the club and you've had too much to drink. You know, you got your friends with you. You're like, well, you know what? I'll take you outside. But you wouldn't probably say it about yourself. But let's see. Shout out to the devs, man. I remember like the first division, even now, where it's like, if you sit here long enough, like you'll see the trash like fall. If that makes sense, like the animation of it, I thought it was pretty cool. Like there we go. Little trash bag just fell. Making video games is hard. Whatever. Sorry about that, buddy. I should have reloaded in this push right here, but oh, pop go the weasel and the weasel say pop. Okay, I get it. Get some of this hell, buddy. do that. There's a lot of like, what would you look at it like? It would be like, would it be like the weather? Don't worry about when you leave the house. You're like, man, it's a 47% chance of pollen, but man, that 97% chance of true suns. That's the issue there. That's the real issue. Okay, that's where we're going. Le hotel. The hotel. The hotel. The hotel. That's where we're going. The hotel. The hotel. The hotel. And that's where we're going. The hotel. The hotel. The hotel. That sounded pretty good. Oh, we're trying to go sideways. You know what I mean? That's very clever. I love how the dev said when you're shooting the backpack and the backpack shoots and it just goes crazy, and the designing of it isn't that the ammo in the backpack is going crazy. What it is, what if they, what was the other person here? Yeah, he's dead. Everybody likes chocolate vanilla. I can get them. Everybody likes honey vanilla. Everybody likes chocolate vanilla. Everybody likes chocolate vanilla. Everybody got them. Everybody likes chocolate vanilla. You got a bowl and a spoon. Everybody likes chocolate vanilla. You got a spoon and a bowl. Everybody likes chocolate and vanilla. That's what we're gonna go with. Everybody likes chocolate and vanilla. You got a spoon and a bowl. Let's go. Because we're going to the hotel. And then the situation with Vince McMahon and the WWE, man, that is going to be an interesting 30 for 30 document. Or if Peacock is like, you know, we're just going to, you already sold us some of the library. Okay. All right, let's go down here and get reckless. Let's be reckless, guys. Okay. I don't care about making good life choices right now. Alright, so he's dead. Who's the other one? Anybody else? Behind me? Oh, on top. Alright. You got that one over there? Yeah. You good? Yeah, you look good. Alright. I should switch to a tech build. I could clean enemies better. I feel like that's what I'm gonna do. He suppressed all his angers and his issues. GG's. Let's get it. I appreciate that. Wait, who's shooting at me? So I didn't know where it was coming from. And I won't be streaming tomorrow because I'll be out of town. I've no plans to set up real life streaming right now. They're behind you, man. Well, some of them were, now they're kind of dying out. Lucas is back. But yeah, the WWE, I don't understand what's happening. You had the situation with Sasha and Naomi where they're given the belts at WrestleMania. They win the belts. And that's great. I know I stayed too long. It wasn't a real mission. There's a chance he'll be back, but I won't. All right, we'll wait for another call. If we get a call, you know, we do what we do. So basically, Sasha Banks, one of the top wrestlers for that program, WWE, and one of the top women in the promotion, actually one of the top wrestlers in any promotion, I want to say going on a decade, teams up with Naomi. Naomi's gifted, talented, as well as an athlete in the ring, and both got great gimmicks, but they win the championship, and for whatever reason, they're not being used to defend the belts. They're coming out, they do one or two little run-ins, and that was it. So I guess they were like, hey, look, we want to defend the belt. We want to be the champions that we are. And they talked to some people in the back. They said no. And some people said, yeah, we'll work on it. But then they said no. And they talked to people back and forth. They made appointments, went through channels. And I think they even talked to executives. I don't know necessarily if McMahon was in it. Again, I don't want to allege or anything. These two women haven't publicly come out and talked about it just yet. And so anyways, the word is, bird is the word, but the word is that what they did was they just said, we're not going to do the match, because I guess the plan of the match was to give you a feel-good moment at WrestleMania with no plans for them to defend the belt. They were going to use the fact that they were popular with the belt and then lose to the next group of people. Now that's something that commonly happens, you know. More famously would be like Stone Cold Steve Austin winning the belt from Shawn Michaels in the 90s, and Shawn didn't want to drop the belt, but Vince decided, hey, look, that's what it is. We're gonna do the transition of the champion. Bret Hart dropping the belt to Shawn Michaels. You know, there's certain things where it's like it just rubs people the wrong way, but in that situation, people actually thought Shawn wasn't going to go through it and drop the belt, meaning lose the match as planned. There's even a story that the Undertaker was waiting in the Gorilla Pit backstage for Shawn just in case he didn't go according to the plan. But anyways, fast forward later on, Stone Cold Steve Austin is one of the biggest names in wrestling, and he was told that he would lose a match, not drop a belt, but lose a match to Brock Lesnar, as Brock is getting what's called the term push to the main event, the top of the card type of stuff. And Austin was fine with losing with Brock, with losing to the young guy, just not non-televised or on Raw, more or less like, let's set this up for a pay-per-view and let it pay off. So he just didn't show up to work, and he voiced his opinion that way, and he said it was a bad decision. He should have done something differently. But here goes. Sasha and Naomi, they're like, no, we're done, we're not doing it. So to my knowledge, they let WWE or the wrestlers know they weren't going to do it, but on television they portrayed it as if the match is supposed to start and nobody showed up. And like I said, the plan was for them to pin one of the, basically have your partner pin you where you lose the match. So it's supposed to be like a battle royale. And the thing that would have been a weird swerve is like, why would my partner pin me in this match, which possibly starts a rivalry, but you haven't been together that long to really establish that. And but really what it was there was going to be one or two pay-per-views where they would, I don't know how to say it. I'm looking at dude is back and I guess he wants to team up again, but we're not gonna do that. Sorry, dude. I know what he's doing. He's sending me a friend request, which is it's cute. I can't. We gotta go save people. And I can't. Nope. Hold on. We got a call. Who's this call from? What do you need? I don't like this. I don't like this based off your location. Let's go live on the scene and see what's going on. You joined a group. Oh, anytime I see there's a mic up there, I'm like, can they hear me? Can you hear me? Hear me out there in TV land?
Another agent has joined. Safe area entered. Backup arrived.
Okay, let's see where they going. They're trying to go to the castle. Eureka's castle. I guess we're both called. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
An agent has left your group.
Oh, wait, what?
Have been promoted to group leader. You
Oh,
are no
come
longer
on.
in a group.
All right. Back to the cabin. Back to the spaceship as we figure out whatever that was. Somebody, I guess, asked for help, changed their mind. The other person was like, hey, look, money's time. You need help? The other person just left. I don't know. So yeah, they're supposed to drop the belt to two upcoming stars. I think one of them was supposed to push Bianca, and the other one, Ronda Rousey, which I like her gimmick. I think she should be paired with someone like Paul Heyman, or it could have been the manager, the bald dude with the glasses that was from NXT, but he left. He went to All Elite. I think you pair her up with a manager. I think she'll be fine because her mic skills rough. Wrestling's kind of rough, but I think if you take her movesets away, make it more realistic, maybe that'll go over better. Just powerful wrestlers gimmick, I guess. But anyways, WWE came out, the executives. I'm not gonna say who, so I'm gonna say the executives. Okay, we'll say Vince. Makes Michael Cole on live television say Sasha and Naomi walked out on the WWE universe and were saddened and were completely surprised, and it was completely unprofessional. I'm paraphrasing, something like that. But it's not something you publicly do that way, because you haven't to other wrestlers who have left. Some wrestlers have left right after their match, like they knew that's the last match, the contract's over. Others said, hey, look, hey, you're gonna let me go anyway, or get me out of this contract, whatever. And we found out about it after the fact, or during, maybe on social media. But this, they were the smear campaign. Oh, it was on thick. It was on thick. And I don't know. The ladies didn't say anything. They're like, we're not gonna say anything. Whoever was in their camp, whoever it was, which was smart, they were like, hey, don't say anything. Let's play this out. So what I was thinking was they were just gonna be suspended for a bit, come back, maybe it's a work. But they took down their merch, they took them off the website. Now the rumor is Naomi, um, is still in the wind, but Sasha's been released. So I don't know. We'll see what happens there. And Sasha was making the transition to television and movie anyway. Yeah, I think that's the direction she wanted to go anyway. So, you know, I hope they're both happy. But the funny thing is, I wouldn't even say funny. A situation happens where Vince McMahon is now stepped down from being the CEO and the chairman of the WWE because apparently there was a woman or who was a paralegal who was working for him, and he paid her allegedly, from the report that came out, like $100,000. They don't know if it's one time or a year, whatever, and then bumped it up to 200,000. And apparently the relationship got physical, and he offered, I'm not even know, I don't even know what the rules are. I'm even talking about it, so I'm not even gonna go deep into it, no pun intended. But there's other executives and people that were involved, to the point that he's got to step down, and there were documents signed, like NDAs signed. You know, the rumor or the alleged amount was another 3 million. Is Vince and Linda still together? Because now the conversation is they are no longer, now that this news is broke. Stephanie, who went home to take care of her family or maybe time off, now she's the interim CEO, back kind of running things. Triple H, who was doing things for NXT, had the heart condition stuff, but most of his power publicly from us was told that was taken away. Shane McMahon came for a bit, then left, and it felt like it wasn't a part of the plan. It just something that just happened. I don't know. So it's gonna be interesting. You know, you could do a documentary on Vince McMahon the last 10 years. You could do the McMahons. Is the reign over? I don't know, because now they're publicly traded. There's executives, and you could have a situation where you don't have a McMahon running anything. That's gonna be something for people who've been watching wrestling for a while. It's as long as I have. That'd be crazy. But like, hey, it's WWE, but there's no McMahon running it. I don't know. We're waiting for a call. We haven't got a new caller coming yet. We haven't got a new call yet. Father's Day weekend. I'm a dad. I always enjoy Father's Day weekend. My wife gets me this this book. I don't have one right now. No, they're upstairs and at my office at work. But every year she gets me this book, and this book has what's it called? It has, hold on, wait. I gotta change the category for however long I'm going, because it's literally just me talking. All right, so we changed that. It's like this book, and so she picks pictures of my daughter and my son and her, and then she gives me these books. So it's kind of like a recap visually of the year. So I can't wait to partake in that for the year. She always asks me what I want, and I'm pretty self-sufficient. So she doesn't buy me anything because she doesn't really know, because I normally just buy it myself. Like, she asked me, like, do you need me to buy anything for your computer stuff? It's cute because she doesn't know what happens over here. And if you're curious what I'm running on the computer, I do have to update some stuff. But if you go into my YouTube channel, I'll give you a description of everything, my setup. If you go into my Twitter bio, yeah, you'll be able to get that in there. But yeah, you know, I buy some shoes, I might sell the shoes, I take that profit, spend it on this. Someone sends me a tip, spend it on this. You know, so like I said, just a hobby, something to chill with. So, but it's Father's Day weekend. If you're a dad, you've got kids, you got people you're looking over, you know, Cheers to you. As I lift my glass of water in a sippy cup. But Father's Day is probably the maybe it's I wish I was streaming that just popped on the screen. The NPC just said, I don't know which one. It said it's better than working in retail. I don't know what they were talking about, but I was about to talk about retail. Because of my years in retail, how I feel about Father's Day is just a bad weekend. It's a lackluster weekend is what I'll say. Not bad. It's not packing. It's not packing. And what I mean by that is every year I worked double digits years, decades in retail, right? Various types of retail, movie theaters, buying stuff for entertainment, buying clothing or gifts, working in it, right? And the thing that was always interesting is if it was Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, anything for the ladies, the gifts came out pouring. My cup runneth over. But if it was Father's Day, you ain't get for the most part. Like, I give you an example. You have a situation where it's like, hey, I'm here, I'm gonna buy some stuff for my mom. Let me get this, and it's expensive. Let me get 2 of those and 1 of those. He's like, whoa, shang, and you knew you were gonna make good money. But then Father's Day came around, and you're like, you weren't gonna hear any of that. What you heard was something like,
hey, can I buy this?
Yeah, you can. That's gonna cost a lot of money. Do you have the monies?
It's for my dad.
That's cool. It doesn't really change the dynamic of how currency works. Where are your parents? But anyways, yeah, it's gonna cost.
Do you have anything that's cheaper?
Now I know it sounds like a kid voice for that, but that was grown people having conversations with me. So like one store I worked at, we sold like clothing. So what I saw is for the ladies, you would see them walk out with multiple shoes. And this is not the ladies themselves, this the gifts for the moms. And don't get me wrong, moms are awesome. You ever had to have a kid, raise a kid as a mom? Woo. There's a reason why it's a national holiday. But it just was always interesting because you're like, they're getting 15 pairs of shoes, multiple outfits, and then every year it was, you would get, the dad would get like some sandals and a t-shirt, or some pants and a t-shirt, or the dad's shoes and some pants, and that's it. It's whatever you can fit in 2 hands, because you needed it to fit in a gift bag or box it, and you're like, seems good. And I don't know if the dads were cool with that. I don't know if like when the dads get home and they get the gifts, maybe like me, where they're like self-sufficient, or they're like, I don't care, it's fine, I appreciate the shirt. Oh my gosh, I'm the age where I could be getting a shirt, some sandals. I hope the hell I don't get some shirts and some I don't know how I feel about that, because one, it'll tell you right there that your age is what your age is, and the other thing is, how would I feel if somebody gave me, I mean, I would be appreciative of it. I don't need shoes, I don't need a shirt. That just means they just bought it. No, I don't. First of all, I don't even know that's English. Second of all, I'm having them mentally. I'm realizing what's happening. That I gotta talk to my wife this weekend. They better not be giving me no damn t-shirt, socks, like it's Christmas. I don't know. And then people like, so then what do you want as a dad? Is it sport tickets? Is it a steak? is it one-on-one with, I don't know. I think every guy is different. I think everybody just like, I think you just want roses, not necessarily, or maybe you do, that's your thing, but I think you just want to enjoy the day and be appreciative. I love being a dad. I'm a dad to two amazing kids, and I'm a dad to so many other kids. I know it's gonna sound weird. Hold on. Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. No. But what it is, because I worked in retail, a lot of times I would work, and the team that I'm building, that I get the chance to hire and work with every day, we're young, you know, just out of high school or just starting high school. And I would see them sometimes more than they would see their mom and dad, because they would work right after getting out of school, go home, homework, sleep, school, get from school back to work. And so a lot of them, I got a chance to see them grow up, graduate high school, college, have kids. Some of them I'm still talking to. And they always call me the work dad, or I got Father's Day cards that are still in my fridge, Father's Day cards, and that are at my office on my desk. So yeah. I always think it's cool, the whole dad thing. So got that going on. I'm leaving out of town this weekend, so there will be no stream on Sunday. I'm gonna pack, and then I'm going to, let me see if the missus texts me. No, she didn't. She didn't tell me what time we're leaving. So what's gonna happen is, in her head, she's probably already up. She knows what time she's leaving. Other people know what time we're supposed to be, where we're supposed to be. I don't. And then she'll be like, "You're not ready yet? We're leaving at blah, blah, blah o'clock." I'm like, you text me, "Do you want to watch Netflix?" at 11 o'clock last night. There was no other information. You didn't think that was important information for me to know? So it's just like, I'm kind of, you know, seeing the writing on the wall. I gotta download Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I already have it on PC, but I need to put it on the Xbox Series S. So when I go to the hotel, I can mash buttons. What else? What's going on? Gotta end my Nintendo online thing, which I think is like $4 a month. My son is like, "I'm done with it, turn it off." Like, why don't you end it? It's, first of all, it's coming out of his own little bank account that he has. He has a bank account. And he's like, "Turn it off." I'm like, "But you could turn it off." So let me turn it off. I'll turn it off for him today, hopefully. I'm going to try to watch Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm gonna try to watch Spider-Man. Appreciate the new followers. Thank you. I'm the Dad Panther, variety streamer, content creator, master of none. It's the Panther's Den. And we were just talking about Father's Day. So I hope you enjoy Father's Day. Hope you enjoy your weekend. And I'm getting ready to go out of town. So we're talking about that as we're wrapping things up. But I'm trying to think, what else am I doing this weekend? Yeah, I haven't seen Spider-Man yet. And I haven't seen Doctor Strange. Please note, haven't been spoiled at all with any of them. And I'm on social media every day. I'm on social media. And I don't never have a problem. I don't never have no situation where somebody spoils and they tell me that underneath the mask is Tony Stark and he been there all the time. Or you see that Doctor Strange movie, the reason why, because he's getting strange. I don't know why I went with whatever that accent or that I don't know what that is. But yeah, family's good, work is good, health is blah, but I enjoy streaming and playing video games and creating stuff. It takes my mind off of stuff. So my wife is like, "I'd rather you go do that than mope around the house. So here we are. What else? Starfield. I mean, we all saw the announcement of Starfield, and I liked it. I liked what I saw. Like, I wasn't looking for anything graphically like wow or online play. And again, they didn't break down any significant details. I think to me, I did notice the frame rate, I think was at 30. I did notice the gunplay was a little laggy, almost like the shots were registering like at a magic laser and the enemy wasn't aware of it. But again, I'm not getting it for like a first person, third person shooter type of thing. So I'll just have to see how it feels, you know, and go from that. But Space, it's one of those games that are on my list as well that I want to pick up day one, which I think it's day one Game Pass as well. So it's not something I need to buy, but I feel like I want to for the devs. I feel like I want to get like a collectible, or maybe just pre-order it just for the heck of it and buy it, even though I can get it for free. I don't know. And the comparison to No Man's Sky, which I have, but I just haven't played. And when you get to a certain age, I feel like that's what it is. It's games you want to play, but you can't because you don't have time. And there's games that you buy that you play for an hour, maybe 10, you don't ever can finish them because you don't have time. I'm on the East Coast, so to stream in the morning, I wake up every morning at like 5 a.m. and make sure like the house is clean, the trash and shower and all the other stuff. And then I stream, head to work, gym, more work, pick up the kids, the wife, all the other stuff, come home, dinner, unwind for a bit. And that little time is the time I have to play video games. And sometimes I'm just fucking sleep. I went to the gym. I'm back in the gym. I'm back in the gym. And it feels so good to be back in the gym. I'm not gonna run this weekend. Might swim. But as my son would say, your boy's back in the gym. What else is going on? Back in the gym, Starfield. No, I don't have a call. Here in the Panthers den, when I'm playing the Division 2, it's really like just chatting as we're waiting for a call for our services with band-aids. Now, this ride along wasn't as glamorous as it's been in the past. It could be because it's just early in the morning. And speaking of that, I think next week I'm changing it up. Instead of me doing the gym middle part of the day, I think I'm gonna start going back to the gym at 5 a.m. So, which sucks because it's going to throw off the rhythm of streaming early in the morning. See if I can pull it off. But it would give me way more time if I could knock out the gym in the morning, then stream, then work. Then I don't have to go to the gym in the middle of the day. Which will probably help me eat better. I don't know. Did anybody tell me anything? No. I'm waiting for my wife to text me and say, you still doing that internet thingy? And that's how she talks about this stuff. What else is going on? Yeah, so I'm excited about Starfield, but that's a while away. And I want to play No Man's Sky. I just haven't had the time. And then also another one is Star Citizen. Haven't had if I'm saying it correctly, haven't had time to play that. Even the free weekends that you can play for free, you don't have to buy a ship. I think the ship is like $49.99. You know, it's the price of a game. And the conversation was like, oh, this game's a scam. And I don't think it's a scam. There's a lot of people that are enjoying the game that paid and they're playing and got their friends involved. But I believe that game graphically looks really good. But I believe that game is more simulation, where you're doing refilled like gas from ship to ship. You can raid another ship. You can lose your ship and need to have to spend insurance to get a new ship. You can walk around in your cabin and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. You know, the cabin here is nice. You know, It's a little some, you know. Oh man. RNG in the background, they sound so good. Don't you agree? Randomly just saying Draymond Green. Game of Thrones series, Jon Snow in development to come back. I don't think you'll ever hear anybody say they want less Jon Snow. So I don't think that's gonna be a problem there. Yankees 12-3 on Blue Jays. I don't know how my Dodgers did. I'm a Dodgers fan. And I know I missed majority of the game for the Dodgers because it's West Coast. First pitch is like what, 10 my time or something? Something like that. Okay, the Marlins lost to the Mets 10-4. I used to be a Marlin fan. That's what I can get. The Dodgers lost to the Guardians. Damn it, 2-1. Still doing well, but that's what I get for talking crap. Let's see. What else is going on in the world? Blue Dragon Series Award? What is that? That sounds like a cool award show. The award, Korean award show. Is that what that is? That's a cool name for an award show, I'll tell you that much. Like, think about it. Well, we're up here. This is it for the night. Last award. The best. It goes to. You open the envelope, you're like. The Blue Dragon Series Award for best goes to. And I'm like, oh shoot, that's going on the mantle. I know this weekend you got a new James Bond movie, No Time to Die. That's out on Prime. And didn't Riddle go against Roman? Yeah, he did. He won. He kept his belt. I don't know. Yeah, Riddle went for a high fly move, got hit with the spear by Roman Reigns. He was out. I would show it, but I just don't because I don't know what legally I'm allowed to do. But I do have it set up that I could show it, but I don't know what I can. Ooh. He hooked him with that suplex. Okay, Riddle. Oh man. So yeah, I think it's time to start the weekend. I mean, as an agent in Washington D.C., I'm looking at my watch and I'm like, well, I'm not getting calls right now. It's the weekend. It's probably gonna get busier later. So I think we'll wrap it up. I'm gonna end at 7 o'clock. I'm gonna go pack a little bit and get the car loaded with bags. Stop and get gas, do all that other dad stuff. I'm not supposed to be driving on this trip. The wife is supposed to be driving on this trip, which has nothing to do with Father's Day. I normally do all the driving. And every now and then I'm like, well, then you drive this time. And she's like, well, then I will. And then she normally doesn't. So that's probably what's going to happen. So I'm saying it out loud. I don't think it's going to go that way. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Not as sore as I thought it was going to be for the gym. Got everything in place. Wireless controller should be here next week. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go do adult stuff and get ready for this trip. You have a great weekend. There's so many awesome people to catch this weekend. You got Queen, Sun, Suki will probably be streaming, Odin, High Ruler, Star. There's just some really cool people out there. And you got, you know, people that you've been watching, but I appreciate you sticking around, checking us out. Us is just me, but you know what I meant. You could have been anywhere and you were here. Now, with that being said, time to splash down.
Oh, it's so cold out here. But we talked about WWE, we talked about Flash, Dodgers lost. We tried to help some people as the medic, and the ride along wasn't popping tonight. Riddle lost his chance to win WWE Gold, two belts, one match. Happy Father's Day to all the dads. Father's Day episode. I will not be streaming tomorrow, mañana. I'll be with the family out of town. But if you're a dad, I tip my hat to you. Thank you for spending your time with me. I'm the dad, Panther, variety streamer, content creator, master of none. Smile more, laugh more, make somebody laugh. Give people their roses, tell them you love them. I hope you have some amazing real life RNG, and if it isn't right now, I hope it gets there.
This is precisely the time when artists go to work. There is no time for despair, no place for self-pity, no need for silence, no room for fear. We speak, we write, we do language. That is how civilizations heal.